Liverpool have been no stranger to discussions and dealings with PSG this transfer window, but suddenly a potential deal for one of the French giant stars and key Liverpool target has reportedly fallen through. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool's reported move for PSG wonderkid Ibrahim Mbaye may have hit a major stumbling block, with the latest developments suggesting that the Reds' interest in the highly rated winger has cooled significantly. Just days ago, Liverpool were being described as one of the leading contenders to land the Senegal international, with reports even claiming that Andoni Iraola's side had stepped up their pursuit and were leading the race for his signature. However, since those claims emerged, things have gone noticeably quiet. And that is particularly interesting given Liverpool's ongoing business with Paris Saint-Germain. The Reds remain heavily involved in discussions over a potential blockbuster deal for Bradley Barcola, who is understood to be their priority target as they look to strengthen their attacking options. But while Liverpool are still looking to add another winger alongside Barcola, Mbaye now appears to be just one of several names being considered. That is a significant change from the picture painted earlier this month. Rather than Liverpool closing in on Mbaye, the 19-year-old now sits on a shortlist that includes several other exciting young attackers. Said El Mala of Cologne, Lille's Matías Fernández Pardo, and Brighton's Yankuba Minte are all understood to remain on Liverpool's radar, while Bournemouth's Ryan is another player admired by the club, although a move for him is not expected until 2027. So, has the Mbaye deal actually fallen through? Not necessarily. Liverpool's interest is still believed to be genuine, and there could yet be a route to a deal in the coming weeks. In fact, the situation surrounding PSG could be crucial. Mbaye has been included in Luis Enrique's squad for the UEFA Super Cup, alongside Barcola, but PSG are also strengthening their own attack. The French champions are closing in on deals for Ferran Torres and Mika Götze, while new signing Magnus Aklioche is also part of the squad. If those moves are completed, PSG could suddenly have even more competition for places in their forward line, and that could potentially open the door for both Barcola and Mbaye to leave. The problem for Liverpool is that Mbaye is attracting serious attention elsewhere. Aston Villa, Bayer Leverkusen, Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Chelsea have all been linked with the youngster. So while Liverpool may no longer be leading the race as confidently as first reported, this story could still have another twist. The Reds appear to have cooled their pursuit for now, but with their discussions over Barcola continuing and PSG's squad changing by the day, Mbaye could quickly come back into focus. For Liverpool, this may not be the end of the road for the PSG star, but it certainly looks like the situation has changed. So, while it would be premature to say Liverpool's pursuit of Ibrahim Mbaye is completely over, there is no doubt that the situation has changed. What initially looks like a deal where Liverpool were leading the race has now become far less straightforward, with the winger seemingly one of several options being assessed by the club. The biggest factor could ultimately be what happens with Bradley Barcola. If PSG continue adding attacking talent and Barcola's situation develops, Liverpool's relationship with the French champions could suddenly become extremely important. And with competition from some of Europe's biggest clubs, Liverpool may need to move quickly if they decide Mbaye is the player they want. In other news, there has been a rather unexpected name thrown into the mix when it comes to Liverpool's plans for the remainder of the transfer window. And it is a player who, not too long ago, was being talked about as one of the biggest young talents in world football. Real Madrid forward Endrick has reportedly emerged as a player Liverpool have taken a look at, with the Brazilian potentially available for another loan move this summer. But there is a major problem. Liverpool appear to want something more permanent. Endrick spent the second half of last season on loan at Lyon, and with opportunities at Real Madrid still expected to be limited under Jose Mourinho, another temporary move is now being considered for the 20-year-old. That has reportedly caught Liverpool's attention. According to Ben Jacobs, the Reds have taken a look at Endrick, but their preference is for a deal that gives them some form of long-term commitment to the player. And that is where things currently get complicated. Real Madrid are not looking to sell Endrick. Their priority is simply to get him playing regular first-team football and developing his game, meaning a loan is the structure they currently favour. Liverpool, meanwhile, are looking for attacking reinforcements who can help them now but also form part of their plans for the future. So, while the interest appears to be genuine, the conditions surrounding a potential deal don't currently line up. And yet, when you actually look at Liverpool's situation, you can understand exactly why Endrick would be on their radar. Hugo Ekitike is expected to be sidelined until early 2027, leaving Alexander Isak in need of greater support in the attacking areas. Endrick could provide that. He isn't simply a central striker either. The Brazilian can also operate from the right-hand side, which is another position Liverpool could look to strengthen. He's explosive, aggressive when running at defenders, and still has enormous potential to develop further. He's already accumulated 143 senior appearances across Palmeiras, Real Madrid and Lyon, while also earning 21 caps for Brazil. And remember, this is a player who is still only 20 years old. Liverpool have already demonstrated that they are willing to explore loan opportunities when the right player becomes available, as shown by their move for Ronald Araujo. So perhaps the most interesting part of this story isn't necessarily whether Liverpool sign Endrick right now. It's the fact they've looked at him in the first place. That suggests the Reds are exploring a wide range of possibilities as they enter the final weeks of the window. And with our attacking options under pressure, a player of Endrick's profile could make a lot of sense. For now though, Real Madrid want a loan, while Liverpool appear to want permanence. And unless one side changes its stance, that could be the biggest obstacle standing between Endrick and a shock move to Anfield. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.